What is the high-ticket sales industry and how does it work? High-ticket sales is when you help online coaches or consultants sell their programs online. Usually they range anywhere from $2 to maybe $25,000 or maybe even $50,000 online. And you're helping these business owners get clients over the phone or via Zoom. Okay, and on this video, I'm going to explain it to you like you're 5 years old. So there's really no confusion at all in regards to what is high-ticket sales and how does it work. Okay, so I want you to meet John. Okay, if you look at this third grade level drawing that I drew here, John is an online fitness coach. He's got a big audience, okay? John specializes in helping overweight people lose 50 pounds or more through his fitness coaching program. So he reaches out and helps people who struggle with obesity, okay? So John's really good at what he does, and as a result of that, John now has 1 million followers on Instagram or on other social media platforms, okay? Now, John is going to leverage his followers that he has on Instagram, and he's going to use them to make money. So what does John do here? Okay, John makes a post and says, hey, if anyone needs help losing weight, book a free call with me to learn more. Okay, and off of that one post, John immediately books 40 calls in one day. Okay, this is kind of a screenshot of what John's Instagram page looks like. It's from one of our clients. I covered up their name, but 1 million followers, 955 posts, and he's the #1 online weight loss coach. Okay, so John's stoked. Okay, he posted a CTA, a call to action, on his social media, and now John has 40 potential customers to sell his $5,000 fitness coaching program. So let me go back here. John is stoked, right? Because there's tons and tons of opportunity for him to make money here, right? 40 people that he could potentially sell a $5,000 program to. I'm not a math genius, but that sounds like a lot of money to me, okay? And there's John with his biceps and money, okay? So that sounds great and all, but there's one problem, okay? And the problem is that each call with these prospects that are wanting to buy John's 1-year $5,000 weight loss program, it lasts 45 minutes. So the thing is that John himself can only take 6, 7, maybe 8 calls a day before he burns out, okay? And on top of that, John already has tons of other things that he needs to do, especially since he has customers to take care of, right? He's already working with people that need help losing weight, so he has to do that. He's got to focus on other things in his business, making content, all that good stuff. But the thing is that, even with the 6, 7, 8 calls a day, if he can close just a few people at that $5,000 price tag per program for the 1 year of weight loss coaching, he might make $100 to $150 a month just by himself. Okay, but now John is sad, right? He's realizing that he's leaving tons of money on the table. He's got 40 people wanting to talk to him every single day about his $5,000 fitness program, but he can only take 6 to 8 calls a day. So let's do some quick math here. If John is getting 40 appointments per day, if he's having 40 people reach out to him that want to buy his fitness coaching program, and he's only able to speak to maybe 8 of them per day, that means he's leaving over 30 interested buyers on the table every single day. Okay, that means 30 interested buyers are getting left out daily. They're not being spoken to, and there's tons of money that's being left out. Okay, so now John's sad, right? He's very sad. And the thing is that out of those 30 people, if John spoke to 30 of them and he closed even 5 per day, that's $25,000 a day that he's missing out on. Okay, and if you do the math, that's $175,000 a week in potential revenue for his business. That's just completely gone. Okay, John right here, the sad stick figure right here, this guy. He's literally maxed out, okay? And it's physically impossible for him to grow past this point without getting some additional help. He knows he needs to do something because his business is going to stay capped at $100 to $150 a month, and he's going to lose out on $25,000 a day if he doesn't do anything about it, right? That's a very expensive problem. So what does John do, okay? There's a big curiosity moment. What does John do? John, he finds the missing piece to his business. He finds a high-ticket closer named Alex. Here's John, here's Alex, here's them doing a handshake and meeting each other. John brings on Alex to take the sales calls for him, and in return, John happily pays Alex 10 to 15% commission on any deal that he closes, okay? And that's because John couldn't take those calls himself anyways. Now, Alex doesn't have to cold call or find leads. John already did the hard work for him. right? He hands Alex 5 to 8 warm, qualified inbound appointments every single day with people who are already interested in buying his $5,000 program. So all Alex has to do at this point is just hop on Zoom and close the deal. That's it, right? So how much can Alex actually make being a high-ticket closer for John? Well, let's do some math here, okay? Let's say John pays Alex 15% commission on his $5,000 program. That's $750 per sale for Alex. So even if Alex only takes 5 calls a day and he closes at least 1 to 2 of them, right? That's a decent close rate. He's making $750 to $1,500 a day, okay? And keep in mind, that's just from talking to pre-booked leads over Zoom that know John, they have seen John's results, and they have money, right? John probably asked them a question and told them like, hey, the program ranges anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. So these people are already bud aware, and Alex is speaking to them and just having a simple 30 to 45-minute conversation and helping John enroll clients. Now, John's fired up, okay? He's excited. He's pumped. Alex is helping him recover tons of lost revenue that he would have missed out on before if he didn't have Alex. And with Alex handling the extra sales calls, John's finally able to scale his business past 100 to 150 grand a month without burning out or without turning away, ready to buy clients and losing out on a ton of money, okay? So John's business is growing faster than ever, okay? Alex is earning $2,500 to $7,500 a week in commissions as a high-ticket closer, and it's a win-win, right? Because John's growing his business without adding more to his plate. He's able to focus on the clients. He's able to focus on the business rather than in the business, and Alex is getting paid well, and it's just for showing up and closing deals. So the thing is, that this isn't just about John and Alex and fitness coaching, okay? This model works across all different types of online coaching and consulting businesses. There's John, the fitness coach, who we just talked about. There's John, the marriage coach. This guy, John, helps people who have a struggling marriage save their marriage through maybe a 6 to 12 month intensive marriage counseling coaching program that might cost 5 or 10 grand, okay? There's John, the real estate coach, that helps real estate agents grow their business. Or there's John, the real estate coach, that helps people get into wholesaling real estate or teaches them how to do that. There's John, the real estate coach, that helps people with, a lot of money buy apartment complexes. There's John, the business coach, that helps people grow their businesses. There's John, the e-commerce coach, right? He helps people learn Amazon FBA, or he helps people learn Shopify, or he helps people learn how to sell on TikTok Shop. There's John, the finance coach, right? He helps people with budgeting. He helps people invest. He helps people make smart financial decisions. There's John, the marketing coach, right? He teaches people marketing. There's John, the career coach, right? There's tons of software apprenticing programs out there that take basic people, they teach them how to code, and then they place them into, data engineering roles or software careers, right? There's John, the stock trading coach. There's tons of offers out there that help day traders or stock traders get better so that way they can make more money. So guys, there's a common theme. There's so many different roles or niches that you can be a high-ticket closer in, but what makes being a high-ticket closer so unique? Okay? The thing that makes high-ticket closing so unique is that there's no cold calling strangers. There's no chasing people who don't want to talk to you, how a lot of salespeople are right now. There's no awkward follow-ups or knocking on doors for the door-to-door sales guys that are selling roofing, solar, pest control, security, right? There's no burnout from being micromanaged or working a 9 to 5 if you're just in a regular job, okay? And another cool thing is that you don't need to build your own business, okay? If you want to make 10 grand a month in a business, like with Amazon or Shopify or literally anything else, most businesses have 10 to 20% margins. So you need to have $100,000 in sales to make 10 or 20 grand. You don't need to spend money on ads. You don't have to learn how to market. You don't need a degree, okay? I dropped out of college twice. and I've been doing high-ticket sales for years. You don't need a degree. You just need the skill of communication and the ability to follow a proven process. That's all it is. And why are high-ticket closers in such a high demand? Okay, why is it? Let me show you. Yahoo Finance says that the e-learning market, the online coaching and the consulting space, is projected to hit $840 billion in market size by 2030, okay? That's just shy of $1 trillion in market cap. I don't know if some of you guys understand how big that is, but that's insane. And I think just like 2 years ago, this industry was around $340 billion in market size. So the whole industry is going like crazy. Everybody is transitioning their business to online and offering high ticket services. So what that means for us is that there's more coaches. There's more coaches that are teaching people things online. There's more consultants, people that are helping people with solving their problems online. And there's more leads, okay? But there's not enough trained closers. So Economics 101 says that where there's not enough supply, or if there's a lot of supply and there's not demand, that means, prices are low. But if there's little supply and there's high demand, that means that there's money to be made. In this case, there's too many coaches, too many consultants, but not enough trained closers. So that means if you can become a good closer, that means you're going to make tons and tons of money. So that's where you come in, right? You learn how to close, you develop a high-paying skill set, you take the calls, and you get paid well, right? It's simple, it's repeatable, and it's scalable. So I want to show you guys an example of a real story. This is one of our students, Omar, okay? I want you guys to know a little bit about his story. So Omar's been in the sales industry for 27-something years, okay? He's a regional sales manager for a home improvement company. He makes about 140 grand a year, okay? Makes a little over 10 grand a month, but he's burnt out. He's micromanaged. He works long hours with little freedom, okay? The money's there, but he doesn't really have the flexibility to enjoy it. Now he's transitioning into the high-ticket sales industry. We're actively working with him and helping him with that. And in just 1 week, okay, 7 days, I don't even think it was a full week, we've lined up an opportunity for him to earn over 30 grand a month in commissions, okay? And this is selling solar virtually over Zoom. So it's something that's right up his alley, but instead of in person, it's over Zoom, and it's entirely online, okay? So the solar companies that he's working with used to be door-to-door. Now, like a lot of other businesses, they're transitioning all the way to online because they're finding that it works a lot better. And that company, now instead of having their door-to-door sales reps, they got rid of all of them. And now they run paid advertisements online directly to homeowners. And the homeowners who are interested will respond to that ad, book a 45-minute call in regards to getting solar panels. And pretty much what we're doing is we're placing Omar into that role where he's going to be taking the calls for the solar business owner. And he just shows up on Zoom, answers a couple of questions about solar, and closes the deal. Okay, that's how simple it is. So right now, as I'm recording this video, there are solar salespeople that are knocking doors 10 to 12 hours a day to earn what Omar is about to make online. Okay, and he's going to be doing it from home on pre-booked calls with more freedom and better quality of life than all the door-to-door salespeople. Okay, and if you're curious if this could work for you, whether you're in sales or if you're not in sales, I want to tell you that this isn't for everyone, okay? But if you are someone who is tired of being stuck in a job with no flexibility, you're looking for more freedom, you're looking for more income and impact, you want to do something that's actually serving people. This is a very service-based industry, like you're selling stuff that actually helps people, and you're curious about remote work that actually pays well and you're willing to learn a high-income skill and put it to use, and most importantly, you're coachable, right? Then high-ticket sales might be the exact thing that you've been looking for. So this is just a quick breakdown, a quick 10 to 15-minute video about explaining high-ticket sales so that way it can be understood by an elementary school kid, and I hope that was helpful.